whites don't have that type of thought in Texas prison. This ain't the movies. White guys would get themselves in big trouble if they even thinking about putting his hand on. I keep hearing people say, what about the white Aryan Brotherhood? Aryan Brotherhood, anybody been in prison, it's like 50% black, 35% Mexicans, 10% whites, and 5% in other races.
Other.
So whites don't have that type of thought in Texas prison. This ain't the movies. White guys would get themselves in big trouble if they even thinking about putting his hand on. And that's gonna be on one unit, it's gonna be all over the unit. Because once they heard that this certain time, it's gonna be a riot on all the units, especially maximum security units. So
let me ask you real quick. If the Aryan Brotherhood and all the other white Nazi races, do they be, from your time that you were doing time, are they intentional about their actions? Like,
oh man, listen,
do they actually get to it?
Listen, man, whites jump on whites. When it come down to black and Spanish, whites don't have a say so. We used to have 2 TVs, one for the Mexicans, one for the blacks. Guess what the white do? They watch what we say. They have no choice. I don't know where y'all get that from. Y'all ain't been in prison. I don't know what they did now. They might put 3 TVs in the room now. But when we was on unit, they had one for the Spanish, one for the black. Whites just ride. What we pick, they just watch. Ain't no white guy never ran the unit, ain't thought about running it, and ain't never been heard of. Now, if y'all making a Hollywood movie and where y'all got these white guys looking like they run the unit, that's Hollywood. But the prison that I've been in, it's not gonna happen. So no disrespect, I'm just being honest. That's not the truth. And so that's not his problem. I'm gonna tell you what his problem line to be. He line to have a problem with the officer before he have a problem with the inmates. Cause you got white officers that can do something to you in prison that you can't see. White officers was one of the strongest gangs in prison. People don't talk about that.
Yeah, they know the rules. Yeah. And how far do they bend the rules if they want to torture you?
I'm gonna tell you something what an officer can do. When I was in prison, officer did more killing than inmate. A lot of people don't know. We get out of prison, it's our fault. We so happy to get out, we don't go and let people know what's going on in prison. Prisons are organized. Those laws stick together. They teach other laws, hey, you don't go against you. You don't see nothing, you don't know nothing. We're here to protect you. They manipulate those new officers and say, we brothers, we got to stick together. If you don't stick with us, you can get killed and then you can lose your life. So we're here for you to protect us, but don't go against us because this is what we do. This is what we know. This is how we make the inmates respect us. So if you see me kick somebody's teeth out, you see me, I remember a guy raped this boss lady and he had life. He never getting out of prison. The officer didn't take him to court till later on. They took a mop and stuck it in his butt all the way to his chest, paralyzed him. He raped 2. So they didn't wait. They didn't put no grease on it or nothing. They put the mop raw. You don't think that hurt? And so it paralyzed him. Watch this. And then after they did that, they called the news. Which one worse? He getting more time or paralyzed? It could have killed him, but they got revenge. So when you talk about TDC officer, I don't know what's going on now. I just tell people they need cameras in the prison. They need to put cameras. The reason why they don't do it, because they don't want you to see what really go on in prison. So if he gonna worry about anything, maybe an officer that's racist may try to put him in a double two cross, or they'll hang you and tell your parents you hung yourself.
So with young Carmelo getting shipped the day of.
I'm finna go, boy. You never been done.
Yeah, speak on it, because normally it's weeks that you go through the transfer unit.
Months. What are you talking about? Weeks.
Please,
nobody get on a change that fast. This how dumb my people are. Oh man, that's why I like Omar Johnson, Dr. Omar Johnson. Y'all can say whatever. Y'all can say he racist, but y'all need to pay attention to that man. That man's sharp. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm pro Jesus, so you can say whatever you want to say. I just tell the truth. It had to be somebody with authority to put him on the chain the next day. Somebody said, whatever we do, we're gonna show this nigga.
Right. This got somebody in power's attention.
And they can call and say, put him on the chain the next day. They usually relate to everybody catch the chain together. Yeah. Look what they did. They put him in one of the most slave-looking outfits. Cut all his hair.
Why even cut his hair?
They shouldn't cut, but he don't know.
His hair wasn't no dreads.
No, what's there? They didn't have to cut his hair. Because religion, now you can wear your hair long. But they did this to show him, hey boy, we got you now. Your people can't save you. They can march, they can holler, they can jump and scream. You in TDC. We're gonna make sure if somebody did try to get you out of this, you're gonna taste what prison like. We ain't gonna give you a chance to get a appeal.
Yeah.
And that watch them. And they did it quickly.
He had the facial hair. He had a small growing little beard. They even cut that off. I said, damn. That's the beat. Listen, y'all gotta hear him. Y'all gotta hear this. And I tell this to young black brothers all the time. I'm a pastor. One thing I learned over the years, some people say, we're gonna pray. Y'all gonna pray till Jesus get back. Watch this. The Bible said, pray and watch. Let's stop being foolish. The Bible said, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. The Bible said the kingdom of God suffered violence, and the violent have to take it by force. I don't think nobody love folks like I love them. But I got enough sense to know this here. It's gonna take more than prayer to change things. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. What are you saying? We need to go gangster now. We need to kill. I ain't saying none of that. This is what I am saying. Faith without work is dead. You just can't pray and stay at the house and ask God to pay your bills. You're going to have to go and look for a job and go get it and come back with it. Some things we got to stand up for. I feel that if you're not willing to die for what you believe in, you ain't fit to live. I just believe that. And so I just realized that white people, I'm going to be honest, some of these white Christians, man, they're worse than gangsters. They worse than worldly people. I see some white folks say they're Christian, but they want revenge. I see some black folk, they say they're Christian, but they want revenge. Them ain't Christian. A real Christian would say, I want his soul saved. I want to give him a chance. I don't want revenge. I want his soul saved.